What's up, everybody? It's Taylor Soper from GeekWire. We're here with the big Aristotle, Shaquille O'Neal. And last year we established that you were the world's tallest geek. Is that still true?
Still true. It will always be true. Power to all the geeks in the world. Thank you to all the geeks in the world, especially the ones that make technology dummy-proof for guys like me.
Dummy-proof?
Dummy-proof. As a youngster, I was always afraid to touch the big Apple computer when you had to press Control, Alt, Delete at the same time to get the little thing to show. I always thought I wasn't smart enough, but to all the technology masters who make it one click or two click or Bluetooth enabled, I appreciate you technology guys. I appreciate all the geeks in the world. And here, it's like being a kid that's never had a toy and you get the opportunity to go shopping with your rich uncle. So here I'm seeing a lot of toys. I met with the CEO from Ring today.
Nice.
Met with the CEO from Music, headphone technology company, and it was great meetings and it was great innovation, great technology here, and I just love being at CES.
Shout out to the geeks. Quick question on the investing side. I know you're an investor now in a bunch of companies, and Kobe, who you have a long history with, of course, is also becoming a big investor. So would you ever start a company with Kobe?
Start a company with Kobe? Probably not. I'm not into starting companies because I'm not an expert at anything except basketball and being funny and being a nice guy.
Those are three great things.
Yes, and I'm also an expert at leading and being a great partner. For example, if I'm going to start a company called GeekWire, I'm not going to do the interviews, I'm going to hire you. And you're going to help take the company to the next level. So for us, starting companies together, probably not, but I will always like to invest in companies that's going to change people's lives.
I think we just found our newest employee right here, Shaquille O'Neal, GeekWire.
Thank you. Love GeekWire. Love you guys.
Last question, esports. I know you're an investor in NRG. Is esports a sport? Because Charles has some things to say about that.
I think it's a sport. You know, it's not a sport like basketball. You know, each sport is different. I did a show a long time ago called Shaq Versus where I tested out most of the sports. And I was one of the first guys to say NASCAR is not really a sport until Dale Earnhardt Jr. built me a car. And I had to race around that track for about an hour. That was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life.
Did you appreciate it?
Yeah, so it's a sport. You know, guys are sweating and they have a good time and they're physical. And, you know, for us, sports is about the mental and the physical activity. So, you know, a lot of guys in the esports business, they retire after 6 years because they just can't take it mentally. So I would actually classify it as a sport.
Last question, I know you're a big rapper. Dame Lillard, how does he compare to when you were back in your heyday with Shaq Diesel and all that?
I mean, I don't like to compare people. You know, he's doing his thing, and he's doing it positively. He's having a good time. You know, my thing is whenever I do something, it's not to be the best because the word "the best" is thrown around too much these days. So, you know, especially with all the social media, he's the best, he's the best. So, my thing is to try to inspire people, and you know, as a sort of like a dream fulfiller. Growing up, looking at LL and Run DMC, and then having the ability to say, "Hey, Mr. Run DMC or Mr. LL Cool J, can we do a song?" Sure, Shaq, we like you. So, mine wasn't about being a rapper; it's about fulfilling my dreams and inspiring people. But I wish him well.
Love that. Shaq, thanks again so much.